Hey, I got this game and never used it, never showed it on the channel, so time to play Kano.
You are a common crook, Kano.
I built a black market empire.
The Black Dragon is a house of cards.
Round 1, fight.
Kung Lao giving business advice there like he would fucking know anything about anything. So yeah, I'm just using the standard Kano kind of thing. They give you a lot of customization options in this game. And I messed around with everything and found out I just like the first variation a lot. So I'm just gonna play that. You can see here I'm just kind of messing around though.
Looks tasty.
Round 2, fight.
Anti-aid him with that. And like the teleport is so slow for Kung Lao that you've got like so much time to go. He's gonna hit me from behind, press his block button, you know what I mean? I have to admit that the fact that block is a button is a lot better for me, because there's always this feeling of uncertainty when I'm holding the back button to block, you know, the fighting games, that it's actually engaging, and a lot of the time I take raw hits because, oh yeah. Oh man, I'm just gonna get demonetized, but I don't even fucking care. It's not like I get any money from this anyway. Fuck 'em. Yeah. I went from, man, I'm not a big fan of Mortal Kombat really, and like I've always been like on the fringes, like I've always played NetherRealm games, but I've never really gone in on NetherRealm games. Like they've always been like around me. I've always like had a friend who had MK10, or I had MK9, or we got Injustice for cheap, like the deluxe edition of the first Injustice, and I was like, yeah, it's okay.
That collector seems like your kind.
What is with the Phantom of the Opera mask?
He'd steal nickels off a dead man's eyes.
Round 1, fight.
So yeah, like, yeah. To be honest, the main reason I just dropped off of NetherRealm games was for Injustice 2. They had no characters for ages that I really gave a shit about. And a few characters that I used to play in Injustice 1 were like changed significantly, and it took me a while to get used to that. And then for MK11, they did the same thing of like, oh, so there's no reptile, Kano's different, there's Cabal, but I don't like what they did with him. I'm not sure if I like the new systems. But then I was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna try it, and I enjoy it a lot, like, so that's my fault. I like that move. It's got some good poke. Are you ready for finishing moves? I'm going to finishing move everybody. I won't use this one every time, but it takes me a while to remember the friendship. I'm going to start commentating on what I'm doing in the game now, instead of talking about like, oh, hey guys, this is the game I like. Oh, look, a game. We're actually going to talk about it, but like, yeah, like, it's weird. I feel like I'm like this with video games. I hated Guitar Hero, and then I played Guitar Hero, and I became obsessed with Guitar Hero. At first I was really dismissive, it's the same thing with this, where it's like I'm dismissive of MK11 because I'm like, oh, this hasn't got anything for me that I give a shit about. All of the characters are like, where's Smoke? Where are the cyborgs? Where's Reptile? I don't care. And then, like, I play it and I go, actually, it's a really good game.
You're worth more dead than alive.
I love the gear this
Trying to
Cabal
move
has.
up from the kids' table.
Keep joking. It'll numb the pain.
It's a pretty cool mask and a pretty cool set of hooks he has. Is that a Motorhead reference? Is his variation a Motorhead reference? That's sick. Oh, he is just doing that a bunch. That came out fast. Just gonna kick him with my lows.
Two arca for you.
Round 2. Fight.
So you'll see me doing quite some of the combos that, you know, just trying to go high-low. Trying to get the hang of special cancelling. It's not too hard. It's just, there's not a lot of stuff that that Kano has in this that's like great to cancel into. As you can see, when you meter burn the air ball, it leaves you open for fucking ever if you miss. To the point that I airballed across screen and went the wrong way, and he could still punish. I fucked up the finisher there. That's okay. Man, I love playing this Kano, but then I booted up. I got Mortal Kombat XL as well for cheap when I got this one, and Injustice 2 on a sale for PlayStation. And, yeah, Kano is very different in MKX to what he is now in MK11. So, you know, stuff like up ball and other things are kind of missing. But I like that they've combined basically, a lot of his knife moves and a lot of his throw moves into one variation.
Two strikes to gut you.
Know what? That was strike 3.
Round 1. Fight.
Just using basic moves here. To be fair, I'm playing a survival tower here and or an endless tower, and at the beginning they're not exactly doing much. Just the occasional like basic throw that I'm not taking, and they're barely blocking anything. Like she's just walking forwards. Oh, that has a big startup. His wheel kick has a big startup Kano, and they're not blocking it. Like, or evading. You notice I uppercut a lot because it's just a strong button. Ding. How many times can I hit them with my metal head? Oh, she says no. Tough shit.
Sorry, mate. Job's a job.
Kano wins.
Dead. Those brutalities are so much more, well, brutal than, like, the main fatalities, because they're just so fast. Just fuck you, bang. I still gotta do one of his fatalities, but because it's the final hit of a combo, and it's like very contextual, like, I gotta try it out though. It's basically at the end of the Fig Jam, it's called the Fig Jam combo. It's triangle, triangle into throw. He does a special kind of throw, and if that's the final hit, he does like a brutality off of it.
Men are inherently the weaker sex.
Oh no, Tumblr's here.
You got that backwards.
Do you have the strength to bear children?
No.
Fight.
I feel like some of the things these people say are just designed to make you angry so that you'll do fatalities. But like, sometimes they just say stuff and like, it's better than Injustice 2. I love that they do these things where they have things to say to each other before a match. It makes it feel more like, you know, world buildy. I love NetherRealm does that. If you go back to Injustice 2, some of the characters don't have anything coherent to say to each other. That couldn't be just to pretty much half the cast. You know what I mean?
Fight.
Like playing as Red Hood, that becomes really obvious after a while because he basically says the same 3 to 5 things to everybody. And I love Red Hood, so he literally just says, "Come give it a try, and do you want to deal with the devil?" And that's like it. Yeah, that was a Fig Jam combo, if you wanted to know, where he like elbow drops a guy.
Finish her.
It will never be the final hit, because I always fuck it up. Here's the other fatality. He bottles her, and then he dances. Problem with being a Kano main is that you'll always have some of the most lackluster fatalities in the entire series. It's a huge shame, because they don't get very creative with them. In MKX, it was, basically he throws his knives at you and they stab you to death this time because he had them set to stun before. And he will zap you with his eye laser and blow your face off. Those are the 2 ones. And in this one, it's even less to do with Kano. It's just, oh, I'm gonna bottle you, and oh, I'm gonna smack your face until it falls off, which I'm pretty sure was a Johnny Cage fatality in either 9 or 10 as well, so it's pretty generic.
Chronica requires your presence.
Not until I see some bloody gold.
Her command was dead or alive. Round 1.
I love MK9 though. I love the MK series in general. It's hilarious. It's like, some of you have magical powers, some of you are beings of time and gods, some of you are kung fu masters, and then there's just some random fucking Australian who's got a knife and is kind of a cyborg, but he barely uses it. I love it when I love characters like that. I'm just gonna keep hitting you with my back light punch. He thought he could plink me. He thought the zoning was possible, but he was really slow.
Fight.
I will slowly jump towards you. Hot kick. I like to hot kick. There's some weird like momentum and power to hot kicking in this game. That was a bad fucking read. If you see Kano like doing an offensive gesture, that is a parry state. But I'm really bad at reading when they're gonna hit because the AI doesn't act normally. That's what I think about your sand clone, sir. Oh, it's a teleport, okay. Yeah! Walked on you. That's what I say to your fatal blow. Oh, I bottle him again. He's so happy with himself, Kano. Look how happy he is.
Wins.
Ah, Kano. Oh man. Yeah, I love playing the underdog character in these games, the ones that have no plot armor and are just like random humans finding themselves involved in this. Like, I do that in Injustice 2 as well, where it's like, these superhumans are ridiculously strong. It's Superman versus like all of these other meta humans. And then there's like someone like Red Hood or like Black Canary, where they have like a fairly low tier superpower, but they just kick ass with their like martial arts skill.
But it's gonna cost you big bickies.
I will have them, Kano.
I like this outfit for Molino. Sometimes I just do the parry state to be an asshole. But that was the worst read ever. I just do it and she just waits and then kicks me in the head. See? She's just like, I'm sick of your shit, man. I'm just gonna get tripped 100 times. I keep forgetting the Kano dash, man, is like weird. Yeah.
You'll be a dog's breakfast.
What?
Round 2. Fight.
How many times, man? I have no defense. Yeah, stab you in the stomach. This game is violent, man. If you didn't know. Oh. She just... Oh, I've never seen that move before. I've only played this game a little.
Gotcha, mate.
Yeah, see what I mean? That comes out real slow, that wheel kick, so don't do it point blank for no reason. I was fucking up the input there. Again. I just keep hitting her, it's fine. See?
Job's a job.
Kano wins.
Dead. Like everyone in this game. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, like my favorite character in Injustice to play is Bane because he's just like surrounded by meta-humans and he's just a roided up, pretty tough Mexican prisoner wrestler, and I love that. Like, nah, I'm just gonna prove that you guys aren't all of that.
No one trusts you, Kano.
Oh, shut up, Baraka.
Who needs trust when you've got leverage?
You have none on Takata.
Round 1.
Ah, who cares? It's Baraka. The jobber. Haha. Yeah! Look how long the knife stays in his back as well. Like it's... Oh, it's gone now. The knife stays present in his back for a while on that move.
Rack off.
Round 2. Fight.
Just wrecking. Everything. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say everything he's trying to do, I'm interrupting by having a better advantage. But he keeps doing this move, which is weirdly fast, and I always fuck it up. Like, oh, is this a throw? Oh, that move is just spiky. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. That hit doesn't land. That diving throw hit doesn't land. You're fucked, man. Oh, Baraka, why? I just want to show this off. I nearly died showing it off, but like, it's okay. Why am I so mean? It's okay. He won't feel anything soon.
Fatality. Kano wins.
It's fine, it's just Baraka. It's not like he's like an important character. Fucking Baraka. Man. Time for sub. Oh man, this loading. Yeah. My PS4 goes into overdrive every time Sub or Scorpion or like one of Jackie Briggs' entrances happens because there's so many particle effects.
The implants don't glitch.
A poor craftsman blames his tools.
Oh, Sub is calling Johns on me. Hey. Oh. I like playing as Sub-Zero as well. I always preferred him to Scorpion, but I love playing as both of them. But I don't know, like, it feels like it's too obvious. Like, you know, like, oh, you're gonna play the guy on the box. I have a friend like that. I swear I mention him like every time I do one of these videos where he plays the Ryu. Guess who he plays as in MK? He only plays Liu Kang. I'm not joking. He only plays Liu Kang. I'm like, do you want to learn someone else? He's like, no, I will learn all of the technical stuff and the brutalities for Liu Kang. I'm like, not even Kung Lao? He's like, nah. Hey guy, you got this big roster of 100 odd people in some cases. I will play as the vanilla. Okay. Hundreds of ice cream flavors here. I'm gonna have milk. Okay. I'm just kind of nipping at his heels here. Just poking him from a long range. He's like, enough of this! I'm like, no. I'll throw a knife at you point blank. I fuck this up. Watch me fuck this up. I go, the finisher for the friendship is this. And then I don't read the distance you have to be, because obviously distance matters. So I just accidentally poke him in the head. Next time, next time. Kano's friendship might be his best finisher, and it's just because it's an Australian stereotype, and you're like, that's dumb. But it's funny, but it's like... Talk about, like, he has I think he's got one of the best friendships in the game, but some of the worst fatalities in the game. Like, they're the least creative fatalities. And the best friendship. Or my favorite friendship.
Got no use for guys like you.
Oh, you saying we ain't gonna be mates?
That you're not long for this world.
Round one. Fight.
Rambo's gonna kill me. It's knife v knife. I'm just gonna punch him in the face until he goes away. Rambo says no. Pull that a knife. That's what you get for eating off the floor, Rambo. That's my gig. Eating my bushmeat.
Round two. Fight.
Rambo's like, I will not fall for your silly taunt. Why would you do that at that range? Isn't that really like... Ow. That actually hit that time. Yeah! Someone finally fell for the parry. I will just hop and kick you. Sir. Sir. Please die. Sir! There we go. Trying to save it at the last minute. Yeah! Best friendship in the game. Best way to end this section. Yeah.